But again, for me, if I can understand the neuroscience behind it, it helps me to ground me in accepting something that it's not so obvious, what's actually going on. The developmental approach requires us to have faith in the developmental process. So development is not about performance. It's about actually the brain growing and developing in a way that allows us to take in what our society feels is important. So education is important, but the basis, of course, is where the brain, how the brain is developing. So I try to organize this in terms of concepts. And of course, one of the key ones is that the brain takes time to develop. There's so many parts of the brain, and I'll share some of them with you today, that need to create connections, to work together. They need to develop, they need to become enhanced, and so that it becomes a mechanism that all works together to take advantage of the knowledge that is needed in each person's life. So again, education is important, but we have to make sure that the brain that is coming to be educated is a brain that can actually process the information that it is being given. And so really, a lot of what we need to do, especially in the early years, but even all the way through, but particularly in the prior to the age of 6 to 7 years old, we really, as the adults, need to create the conditions for the growth of all parts of the brain. And as we all know, it takes a long time to grow a fully functioning human brain. And we know that at least 25 years, and that's if all goes well. And much longer, of course, if the child or the human being has been experiencing stress and trauma. So what I'm going to present today is primarily oriented just towards the regular development of children, but always keeping in mind that if a child has lived stress and trauma in their life, they are going to need more play, not less. The irony of it is they often get less play for a whole number of reasons. Now, I call this the integral